Hello there. Welcome to Thrive with Stride, a podcast dedicated to highlighting the good works of Harry and Meghan, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. We also discuss celeb culture, fashion, royal stories, Hollywood icons, global events, and hot topics. Basically, guys, everything under the sun, we discuss it here. If it's worth discussing, we discuss it. Yeah, we do. I hope you guys are having an awesome day. And guys, where are you all watching or listening from? That's what I would like to know. I've always been interested to know where you guys listening from. Tell me in the live chat or for the future, let me know in the comments. Just let me know where are you calling, where are you watching from and listening from. That's what I would like to know. Yeah, so guys, I hope everybody is doing great out there. Um guys, so well, for the past couple of days, we've all heard about what has been going on in the states. Oh my god, my god. My heart is with you guys who, you guys in the states who are going through this whole thing with the Supreme Court and the Roe versus Wade and Roe v. Wade and all that. uh Getting turned over. Guys, yeah, I feel so horrible about this. you know Actions, if there's one thing that this story has shown us all, is that, guys, actions have reactions, and for every action there is a reaction. And I just have to say I feel so horrible, because um you know a lot of people that had voted for Donald Trump, I don't mean to come down on them, but what did you guys expect was going to happen if you vote for somebody like Donald Trump, guys? As much as people thought he was a joke and all this, he ended up winning. He ended up doing horrible things in the 4 years that he was there. He caused so much stress and strain on your country. And there's people out there who would love this guy to run again, guys. And this guy, you know what he did when he was in there? He came, he had a mission. He packed your courts with conservative judges. He packed your courts with them, guys. And when Ruth Bader Ginsburg, I put her name right. I hope that's the right name. Oh my god. But you know who I mean. When she passed on in the last couple days of, well, the last couple weeks of his before the election and all that, you know, they could not wait to replace her with a conservative judge. And he ran and he did it. And people were criticizing and all that, but nobody, people were criticizing him, but the Republicans never care. They don't care. They don't care how much they're criticized. They do what they got to do. They will power. When they got power, they will it. They use it. When they have power, they use it. They wield it, guys. And which is something that the Democrats don't necessarily do. So I'm hoping that for the next couple elections, I am hoping that the Democrats win resoundingly, guys. And I hope that they can kind of correct some of the damage that was done. Now, bear in mind, I know nothing is easy right now. Nowhere. We just went through 2 years, guys, of a huge pandemic. The whole world is recovering from this said pandemic. The gas prices are astronomical everywhere. Inflation is rising steadily, is rising exponentially, I should say. No, I meant to say exponentially, not steady. It's rising. Inflation is rising exponentially. I heard that here in my city, the inflation has like, it's never grown so much for at least at least 30 something years, it hasn't grown so much, guys. And bear in mind, inflation is going up, but guys, inflation is rising, but bear in mind, people's wages are stagnant. They're not going anywhere. People's wages are stagnant. And when I say people's wages, I mean regular people. I'm not talking about CEOs, and I'm not talking about people who have those well-paying jobs. I mean regular people. The people who, the people who drive your bus, the people who work at your stores that you like to shop in, the people who serve you when you go out to eat, the regular people, the cabs driving you where you need to go, the Uber people, they're, listen, everybody who is not a millionaire right now is feeling it. Everyone who is, and millionaires, they'll be fine. People who have whatever they have, they'll be fine. It's the rest of us that are kind of scrambling. It's the middle class people that are scrambling. And if there's such a thing as a middle class anymore, I don't know. But yeah. But guys, the long and short of the story is that, you know, getting back to what I was talking about originally, Donald Trump did cause a lot of he just caused a lot of damage to America, and me and us here in Canada, we felt some of that, when he had sanctions against us, and all kind of stuff. It was a lot of things that went on, guys, and it was such a relief when he was voted out. It was such a relief, guys, and now some of the stuff that he did. This is the flourishing of what he did while he was in office in the 4 years, right? It's because of him that now Roe v. Wade got turned over, and now people are scrambling. Anybody who has to think about the fact that they can't get an abortion when they need it, yeah, there you go. And it's obviously women who are suffering from this. Men don't have to go through this. um you know it's women who have to go through this. So my heart goes out to everybody who is there in the States right now, and all the women who have to think about this, because it's specifically a women's issue right now, and there's a bunch of men making the decisions for these sad women. So yeah, so guys, I just wanted to put my little 2 cents in there. Actions have consequences, and the fact that a lot of people voted for Donald Trump in 2016 over who I thought would have been an amazing president, Hillary Clinton. A lot of people let conspiracy theories and lies and all that. That's why it's not good to listen to conspiracy theories, guys. Much as I like a conspiracy theory here and there, I don't believe in them like that. But there was a lot of conspiracy theories about and a lot of lies, basically, that caused people to not vote for Hillary Clinton. But yeah, so there you go. Yeah, but my heart goes out to you guys who are facing that, and who knows what else they're gonna do after they do this. So I am hoping that in the next couple elections that the Democrats win big, because these the Republicans, guys, the conservatives they are gonna there's a lot of things that people want changed that they are not interested in changing, like gun reform and stuff like that. They're not interested in that. They want you to have all your guns, basically. It's okay to do that, but it's not okay to have an abortion. It's not okay to make a decision about your own body. So I don't know. It's crazy. But anyways, guys, I don't want to spend the whole time talking about that. Yeah. Anyways. How is everybody doing? I hope everybody is great. That's all I gotta say. Yeah, I'm kind of just done with that one. Yeah. So, guys, sometimes, you get emails and stuff. Like, I got an email the other day, and I don't know if this is real, a real person or not. It says here Lisa Trask, fashion student, and you know what? It has an avatar face and a black woman avatar. So I don't know if I trust this one, but I am gonna read some parts of this letter, and I'm gonna rebut some of this letter because it came to me, and it came from this place called Quora, 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 I guess that's how it's pronounced. I don't know, but yeah. So they sent me this letter here, and you know what? I'm not really. I don't care much about the letter. You know, whatever the person is saying in the letter, it really doesn't interest me. But I would like to debunk some of the stuff and answer some of the questions people seem to always ask, and they always say these things when they're talking about Meghan Markle, and why we follow or we defend her, or whatever you want to say that we do. And it said, so this is the letter here that they sent. So apparently this has been written, and it's sent to a lot of different people, I guess. It says updated, and it says 1 year. It seems like it says 1 year ago, and it's been updated since, or something, I guess. I don't know. And let me see here. It has 406,000, what was that? Upvote, I guess that's likes. 6,000 likes. And 411 comments. I did not really read much of it, but I'll read some of the I'll read out some of what this whoever this person is, or entity, or whatever. It says here, have all of Meghan Markle's family now turned their back on her? Uh Weird question. I would say I don't know about that, but anyways, let's just let me just get to say a little bit of what this person said in this letter. It says here, Meghan Markle lived as a white woman and had a white husband, and all of her friends were white. This person is talking like if they knew Meghan Markle so intimately. Uh, the funny thing about it is, these people keep saying this stuff, but the truth is, Meghan has mentioned many times about being biracial, and anybody who looks at Meghan, I mean, anybody who looks at Meghan, I'm not, when I look at Meghan, I wasn't thinking, oh, that's a white woman. I actually look at her and I was thinking, more like, I was thinking she was like a Paula Patton type mixed race person, light skinned. That's what I see when I look at her, or Italian or something like that, like something like, you know. So it doesn't like or Latino or something. I don't know. She looks, her looks are very I would not have said that was a white woman outright, because I don't see that when I look at Meghan. I don't know, it's just weird, but I'm not seeing blonde hair and blue eyes when I look at Meghan. So that's basically what I'm saying here. But either way, this person says she lived as a white woman and she had a white husband and all her friends were white. And this person is ridiculously, the way she said it is like, but you don't know Meghan, so how can you say that? And then and the person says, "Oh, I am a black woman, and I can tell that Meghan never really had any black friends or family." She says, "I am a black woman, and I can tell." I wonder how she can tell all this, that Meghan never really had any black friends or family. First thing, Meghan she is friends with Serena Williams. We don't know, and also, oh my god, I can't remember the lady's name from that she was in the Suits with. Oh my gosh. Anyway, so there's a couple people in Suits who are black. So I don't know, and we don't know all this. We don't know this stuff about Meghan, people. We do not know. And besides, wherever Meghan lived in when she was in California, guys, it was probably a neighborhood that had a lots of you know what, lots of maybe white people or Spanish people, or if Megan can speak Spanish, she's fluent in Spanish. There was a lot of Spanish people and stuff. So it's like, it's not like if, it's not like if she didn't grow up in a black neighborhood, as quote unquote black neighborhood. She grew up in a regular, what do you call it, not a, like a regular neighborhood, with regular people. There were other people of other races and stuff. Like, she didn't grow up in a specifically designated area where, I don't even know how to explain it. But my point is that this person does not know anything about Meghan, or whether or not Meghan had any black friends or not. Okay? And then she says here, she didn't seem to release any pictures of black friends, and the only family members is always Doria. And who is Doria? Doria is a black woman. So this person is kind of saying two things at the same time. She's saying that she's never released any pictures with black friends, and the only family member is always Doria. Doria is her mother. Doria is black. So what are you trying to say here? So you see, this person kind of walked themselves into a big circle, because she's saying at one point that Meghan has never she's lived as a white woman, and all her friends were white, and then at the next point she's saying that the only family member she ever saw was Doria, and Doria is black. So I don't know. But anyways, let me move on a little bit here. It says here, what mixed person doesn't have black friends and family at their wedding? I haven't seen any until Meghan. That's what this is what this person's saying. Well, you know what? This is all up to Meghan who she wants to invite to her wedding, and she did invite black people to her wedding. There was black people at her wedding, and some of them were her friends. Yes. And you know what? If she doesn't want to invite her, other people in her family, that's her prerogative. Because she didn't want to invite the Markles. Maybe she felt, because you know what, I don't want to invite the Markle people, so let me just not invite any of them, and then it will be no problems at all. And either way, this is Meghan's choice of to what she wants to do with her wedding. It's her wedding, and Meghan lives her life in a way where she doesn't have to apologize for anything she does. So there you go. I don't know what else to say about this. Okay, so it says here, the fact is that she does not trust black women in her circle because she never identified as black. Secondly, here, this thing about she doesn't trust black women in her circle because she never, that Meghan does not need to identify herself as anything, because Meghan is who she is. Meghan is biracial, okay? She can claim both identities that she wants to. She can claim her blackness, and she can claim her whiteness as well, because she is biracial, she's mixed. She is allowed to do whatever she wants, okay? And nobody knows about whether or not this part about trusting, it doesn't make any sense, so I'm not even going to bother with that. And the fact that they're saying that she never had diversity, that's not true, because she has people in her circle who are of different races and are black as well. So I don't know what this person was talking about. Okay, so let me see. And then they went on to say, oh, she was in a white sorority. It wasn't a white sorority. She went to a school. She went to a school that was predominantly white. Okay? My daughter goes to a school that's predominantly white. There you go. It happens sometimes. Unfortunately. It's unfortunate. But yeah, sometimes, and you know why that happens? Because people, it's a neighborhood thing. That's what I was talking about earlier, about the designated spots where black people live, and designated spots where Indian people live, and I don't subscribe to that at all. And I refuse to live in any place where it's designated for black people or whatever to live. I refuse to do that. So I never did that. And the reason and the fact that I did that, I made sure that my daughter grew up and went to school somewhere where she is exposed to everybody, all races, not just her own race. So, but So that's probably what Doria wanted to do with her child. She wanted her to go to a school that was a mixture, not just of one particular race, even though it might be predominantly white, whatever. At least there's other, there's a mixture. You don't want your child to go to school with just one demographic. It's, I think a mixture is always better. But so the fact that but sometimes it doesn't always work out that way, honestly. If you decide to you want your child to go to a certain, you want to live in a certain area, you got to be prepared that the area might be predominantly white or predominantly Jewish or predominantly Italians or something like that. Like it happens. It's happened to me as well with my daughter. So you know, that's a part of life. But and I wish a lot more people would you know, get rid of those just don't let people tell you, hey, this is where you're supposed to live because you're a certain color. I've never subscribed to that and I never will. And so that's probably what I'm thinking, that Doria was like, you know what, I want my daughter to go to a school where she, there's plenty of other races. I don't want her to go to a school with just people that look like her or people that look like me. I want her to go to a school that has a mixture. And that's probably why she went to a school that had a sorority with a lot of white people in it. It's not a white sorority because there's no such thing anymore. And if there is, that would be considered being racist, because you can't call your sorority a white sorority. No. But anyway, let me just move on. Then the person goes on to say she used being black as a crutch. So now the person is admitting that she's black. Okay. So, Meghan can't win with these people. She can't win. And that's the problem too, as far as people are concerned. Meghan, she is biracial. She could do whichever she chooses. That's a superpower of being biracial. It's a superpower right now because she could hone into whichever she wants to hone into, and that's totally up to her what she wants to do. You can't sit there and say that she lived as a white woman and she had just because she had a white husband as well. Come on. And then you're gonna say that in the next breath that she used being black as a crutch and leverage to get her way in countries that were trying to let go of their resources past and all this. I don't know what the hell that means. And then the person went on to call Meghan names and all that. Yeah, the person. Yeah, so basically, it's just a troll. But you know what? I did want to debunk some of these things that the person was saying, anyways. So I'm not gonna read everything, obviously, because the person is a troll, basically. But so yeah. So let me see what else here. It says here now. Now this is hearsay. They're saying, according to Mary Claire, that's some magazine. It says here Meghan shouted at a member of Kate's staff, and that's what they're saying here. And then it says that was definitely the beginning of discussions about leaving Kensington Palace. Like many people not used to dealing with servants. Oh boy, here we go. Meghan overdoes the... Okay, see, that goes to show they're being a troll. Because then... So they're saying that she shouted at a member of Kate's staff, and that was when they started to have discussions about them leaving, about them leaving KP. And then it goes on here, like many people who not used to dealing with servants, like who the hell calls people who work for them or whatever servants? Like, are we dealing with is it 1872, guys? Is it 1920 that we're talking about servants? That's what this person said. Like, many people not used to dealing with servants. Like, and by the way, who has servants? Like, who is used to having servants? Nobody. The only people are those people that live in those castles. Those crusty people that live in those castles. Those are the only people that have servants, because nobody calls people that help them servants. You don't call the person who is coming to clean your house or whatever. You're not calling them a servant, and you don't call people who look after your children your servants. No, you don't. You treat them with respect. So this person obviously has no respect for anybody. So, anyways, let me just move on here. So let me see here. Is there anything else? So they're claiming she wants to be like Diana, people's princess, blah blah blah, and on the other hand, she wants people to stand to attend. And it's a bunch of junk because then they're saying that she wants people to stand at attention when she clicks her finger. That's not true at all because Meghan has been okay. Guys, Meghan has been working in Hollywood for the past at least 20 years. Over 20 years. I'm thinking that Meghan had Meghan started to work as an actress maybe in her late teens, early 20s for sure. Right? So, in all that time, 20 years, you want to tell me that Meghan never had this reputation, but all of a sudden she comes and she's in a 1,000 year institution. I mean, sorry, a 1,000 year institution, and she's gonna come in there and she's gonna act like as she's the queen, or she's gonna act like as she's the boss of everything. It makes no sense. It makes no sense because Meghan has worked on Suits. Meghan was not the biggest star on Suits. No, she was not. Meghan was actually one of the worker bees on that. She was not one of the stars of the show. She was on the show, and she was on the show, I think, at least every episode she was probably there. But she was not one of the biggest members of the staff. Okay? She was not the biggest member of the staff. Meghan knows how to work as a team. She knows how it works as a team. Okay, Meghan did not go and try to take over anything. So why would she doesn't do it in her regular life. So why would she go to England in a strange place where she doesn't know anything and know anything about anybody and go and try to be the mean girl? That does not make any sense. If it made sense, then you know what, I would say maybe I need to think about it. But it doesn't make any sense. And there's nothing in Meghan's past to show us why she would have behaved like this. Nothing in her past at all. And she's been working in, bear in mind, she has been working in Hollywood for over 20 years. Okay? So there you go. So all this stuff about, oh, Meghan shouted at a member of, you know what? You know what? Anybody could have shouted at anybody. If somebody is walking far, they're far away and you're over there and you say, hey, how you doing? That's shouting right there. So, it's all these things shouted. What did they say? What did she say when she shouted? Did you hear when she was shouting? Did you hear what she said, lady? According to Mary Claire, the person's saying, Meghan shouted at a member of the staff. I'd like to know what Meghan said when she shouted. Because did she say, hey, how are you? What are you doing? What's up? Did she say that? Or so, it doesn't make any sense here. So, and the person goes on to say, now that she has failed at the royal family, she wants to blame all of her problems on being black. You know what, guys, this whole thing, the person that wrote this, and the reason why I'm answering these things is not because of this person. It's because I like to answer the questions as the people asking, why do we support Meghan Markle? Why do we do this? What is the reason? And well, number one reason is we don't support Meghan Markle just because she's black. It's not just because she's black, people. No, it's not. Because long and short of the story of this person and all the things that this person, and I don't want to read any more of this. I don't want to read any more of it, guys. But basically, this person is pretty much saying that the only reason that her supporters support her is because she's black, or because she's biracial, or because she's mixed, or whatever you want to call her. Okay? No, that's not the reason why. Guys, there's lots of women out there who are black. There's lots of women out there who are harassed. Not as much, I admit, not as much as Megan is. No, there isn't a lot of people who are harassed the way she is. No, this case of Megan, the case of Meghan Markle is one that cannot be. I've never seen anything like this in my life. And most people in the squad have never seen anything like this. People that have lived longer than I have never seen a smear campaign like this, guys. Have never seen a smear campaign like this, right? So, so as like I was saying, there's a lot of women out there who are black. Doesn't mean that I am gonna go fight for them. So it's not just because she's black. No, that's not the reason. No. Have most of the reason why I personally support Meghan Markle is because of the person she is, guys. Let me see if I can explain this. But I didn't, like I said before, I didn't know Meghan Markle before I found out that she was dating Harry. I'll tell you, I only found out that when we found out that this is who Harry was dating, that's when I found out about Meghan Markle, guys. And guys, and you know what's funny? I found out about her in bits and pieces going along, and I was like, oh my gosh, like all the stuff I found out was all positive stuff. I was like, wow, this girl is amazing. I was like, she seems amazing, and I did go and watch other things about her. I did go and watch. I never watched Suits or anything, and I do need to still watch Suits. It's on Netflix. It's on Netflix. I need to find the time, but yeah, I never. I'll tell you, I I never knew about her until Harry, basically. But when I did find out and I did watch all her interviews and all this stuff and found out about her, and I just thought she was amazing because I just thought that she was like, I was like, wow, this girl is unbelievable. I was like, wow. I just thought she was the best thing since sliced bread. That's what I thought about Meghan Markle. I never for 1 second thought anything bad about this girl ever. So that's my disclaimer. I never, when I found out about her, I was like, oh, she's amazing. So, and then it's about the things that she does, guys. And every day, every day, we talk about all the stuff that she did and all the stuff she does. I mean, when she was 12 years old, getting a soap commercial changed because it was being sexist, she got that done when she was 12. She wrote a book that sits in the Library of Congress when she was 14, 15, 16, around that age. And all these things that she's done in her life, guys. And these are things that she did before she met Harry, okay? This stuff that she did as a child too. She has done a lot of things. And then, as an actress, like I told you, like I showed you, I did a video a couple days ago about her in Rwanda, right? She went there before she met Harry. She went to Rwanda and you know what she was doing in Rwanda? You know what Meghan Markle was doing in Rwanda? She was there to bring awareness to the fact that these people, their plight is the poor girls who had to, the poor young girls in that community, they had to go hours and hours looking for fresh water, and half of the time the water they found was really dirty water. And so they had to like do all these things, do all these measures in order to drink the water. And the water was basically gonna make them sick because it was so dirty. Megan was there to promote the fact that they needed wells, and she went with World Vision, and that's what they did. They made the wells and stuff for the community. And so the girls, instead of having to go miles looking for water, you know what they got to do? They got to go to school. And also when Megan was in India, she also She brought awareness to period poverty, guys. Period poverty is the fact that a lot of these young girls, they don't have the money to be able to buy something that I think should be free, honestly speaking. It should be free. It's something that the government should disperse to people. Sanitary napkins. As a young girl, you go through a lot. You having your period is one thing that it could be, you feel, it's a sensitive thing, for a very young girl to have to go through. And the fact that they have to feel embarrassed because they can't go to school because of it and all this stuff. And they don't need to feel like if they don't need that. Let's put it that way. They do not need that. So Meghan made it so that these girls would have access to sanitary napkins so they don't have to not go to school because of it. So yeah, it's interesting. The things that Meghan has been a part of, guys. And she, like I keep saying, she's an amazing person. And she's not new to this. People, I've heard this many times. She is not new to this. She's true to this, and it's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. And she continues to do things. And so that's so when people like this person who wrote that letter and sent it to me, when people ask, why do you support Meghan? It's not just one thing, and it's not just because she's black or mixed race or biracial, whatever you want to call her. It's not because of that, and it's not because of just one thing. It's a lot of things. It's a whole plethora of things. There's a whole bunch of reasons why we support Meghan and why I personally support Meghan. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about that. I support her because I just support her because of the person that she is. And I know she doesn't deserve what she got, and she needed help when it comes to fighting a whole thousands of year old institution. Basically, that's pretty much what she was doing. She was fighting a 1,000-year institution. So it's as simple as that. And I, I don't, I didn't want, I personally, that's why I support Meghan, basically. That's all I have to say. I don't know what else to say about that. But yeah, so I just thought that I would talk about the reasons why her, her supporters, the people who support and love her. This is why we do it. It's not just because she's black, because there's a lot of black people. There's a lot of black women out there that are biracial or whatever, and they go through stuff, but lots of people don't support them. I don't support them. So there's reasons why people do things, okay? So anyways, guys, thank you so much for joining me. Please remember to like, subscribe, and share. If you are on the podcast networks, please remember to follow, rate, and review. And let's thank the members of this channel. Cookies and Cream, Church Nelly, Elaine Parker, Valerie Sedono, Evelyn B., Arnold Sanders, Palais Prescott, let's see, Regina Port, H. Knight, Carmen Capella, and Lydia Washington. Thank you guys so much for always coming through, and thanks so much to the moderators of this channel, guys. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. If you have sent any super chats, super stickers, or anything like that, I do appreciate it so much. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. Please remember to like, subscribe, and share. And let's see, remember that Meghan said it's not enough to just survive something. That's not the point of life. You have to thrive. You have to feel happy, unquote. And that's what Meghan said, guys. Have a great one, guys. Bye.